on my left is Ain. Ain will be talking a lot today. She's from Sains Selangor, and Shafika, you all know Shafika already, our vice president, and Yvonne. Yvonne is from Sains as well. These are all new faces that you see quite often after this. They are from Selangor, and then underneath Yvonne is Afiq. Afiq is our SecGen, and then beside Afiq will be Mike. Mike's from Selangor, and then Tilia from BEP as well, and last but not least, YB Sadik. Okay, so Sadik is from Selangor as well. I like how we are in a selang-seli between BEP and Selangor right now. All right, so I'm not going to hog the mic anymore. I'm going to leave it to Tilia to give a few words because she'll be talking. Today we're going to talk about two things. Number one is, of course, about the state of Selangor branch. And then second is about our online tuition and tutoring program. And Tilia will speak more about that. Yeah.
Okay. Terima kasih Ken. Saya cuba bahasa Melayu lah pada malam ni. Alright, so terima kasih kepada wakil-wakil daripada cawangan Selangor kerana bersama kita malam ni. Taki bagi tahu yang sebenarnya di dalam cawangan Selangor itself ada juga cadangan untuk buat tuition kan. So basically this happen selepas kami join space dekat Twitter kan, Nafiq, you were there also. Ada seorang student ni SPM, dia nangis-nangis ni sebab she cannot catch up with syllabus kan, dah nak SPM tahun ni, dan memang yang batch SPM tahun ni memang basically kucak kacir lah sebab dia masuk tingkatan 4 last year yang memang dah start dah pandemik ni, lepas tu sambung pula this year. So I can feel her lah sebab saya pun sendiri tengah I'm doing tutoring for my cousin I pun nak ambil SPM untuk this year. Lepas tu cakap lah ke Afiq, nak tak kita macam try to help this student by providing them a platform where they can where we can assign tutor or do more tutoring lah for especially student yang feel like left out kan, yang macam ni kita nak tolong. Ada juga kan dekat radio hari tu ada seorang ayah tu, saya lupa nama encik apa dekat Suria FM tu, Cik Hamdan kot tu salah saya. Dia kan cakap juga, yelah dia dengan nak cope dengan live lagi yang susah ni. Lepas tu okay, zaman saya dulu saya ni agak kalau dalam jangka masa geologi tu saya macam agak muda lah kan, tapi sebenarnya sekarang ni saya agak tua. Silibus sekarang memang susah tau. Kalau kita tengok kan, siapa yang ajar anak-anak kan mesti tengok kan, macam silibus ni bukan macam kita dulu lah. Saya rasa macam standard 4 pun dah start, dah bahagi lah apa benda. Punca kuasa saya rasa dah belajar darjah 6 kot ataupun darjah 5. So if I'm not mistaken, sebab I was cikgu ganti for a year. So kalau tak salah memang silibus ni memang dahsyat lah sebenarnya. So ada setengah ibu apa yang tak ni lah, maksudnya tak cukup equip kan untuk ajar anak-anak tu, jadi kita fikir macam mana kita dapat bantu. Okay, so minggu lepas saya ada sediakan satu platform lah, list kan, kita nak dapatkan dulu siapa yang ada di Twitter sebenarnya, tapi benda tu saya belum circulate around, cuma kepada saya cadangkan, bagi cadangan kepada BEP. Lepas tu saya ada juga yang private DM me on Telegram and ask for the links, so I just provided the link to her, but I think it will circulate into bigger group. Okay, so kita akan list dulu, bagi list tu supaya semua boleh isi dari Twitter untuk subjek apa, untuk form berapa. I rasa kita kena dapat dulu Twitter kita, baru kita boleh deploy kepada student-student kan, baru ada orang cakap apa, more solid platform lah. Kita juga berbincang mengenai the best platform to deploy this thing. So ada beberapa cadangan lah, dan itu yang saya perlukan malam ni sebab saya pun selama ni saya mengajar cousin saya through WhatsApp je. Contohnya dia ada soalan, saya pun ajar dia dan send back. So mungkin ada yang dah selalu deal dengan kerja rumah anak-anak ke, dan boleh bagi cadangan platform yang terbaik supaya kita dapat tolong ni student. Yeah.
So I think after this, I have a lot of questions to ask you, Tilia, because I'm also a teacher, and then I spoke to a few teachers already. I think after this, we have to speak more on this. How can we make sure that this gets to those who need it? All right, let's go on to our gang Sains from Selangor. So yes, well, we're very happy that Sains finally have our first Cawangan in Selangor. And who wants to go first? So you want to briefly introduce yourself, take turn, and then after that, I'll ask you guys the questions from the public.
Ladies
Ain?
first.
Yep.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Hello. Saya Nur Ain binti Syafiuddin daripada Kubu Selangor, specifically Kuala Kubu Baru. Saya sekarang berumur 32 tahun. Saya masih seorang pelajar. I'm currently studying Master of Counselling at Open University Malaysia, and inshallah will finish by next year, hopefully, if there's no halangan lah. What else do I have to talk about?
So next is Yvonne.
Okay. Hi everyone, Yvonne. Have to disclose age, no need lah. Okay. I help my dad run a very small construction company. We do all sorts of loose, wet
Boleh
work.
bagi cadangan platform yang terbaik supaya kita dapat contact.
That. So yeah, what else? Now this is MCO, right? We can't do anything. We've been out of job since 1st of June, but we try to keep our workers and everybody afloat. Us also, no pay cuts and whatever. That aside, I think everybody is also in a pretty dire situation, but we do what we can. That aside, any political involvement prior to this, I've attended birthday twice. And then like many years ago, I volunteered for about a year in Hannah Yu's office. Back then it was in Subang Jaya. I think that's about it. That's all to know about me. So I hope by joining Parti Sains, I can actually contribute more lah.
How did you hear about us actually?
I follow Ken and Shafika on Twitter, and I feel like you two are so humorous. And then Ken was tweeting this, tweeting that. Like, suddenly got party lah. This troll party then suddenly become real lah. I was like, wait, what? So yeah. So,
Mike?
literally just like that night itself when I found out, I signed up, I paid, and like, let's see where this is going. And voila, we're here now.
Okay. Hopefully more to come in the next few weeks. Parti Sains is about 3.5 weeks old actually right now today.
Such a baby.
Yeah. Mike, how about you?
Hi, I'm Michael. Basically, right now, due to the MCO, I'm more of like a house husband. So, anything to do with the house and all stuff, I'm doing that. Formerly from the entertainment and media industry, but we were badly affected from the start of the pandemic until now because event couldn't be held. And because I'm no longer a journalist, so I don't get a full-time job. And basically, just got involved in the whole thing from basically social media. I was trolling all these fellas, and then people like Julian and all that stuff start asking me to check out you guys because you guys was also doing the same thing. And next time I go to the party.
We're doing it on a national level. Yeah. All right. It's so nice to have you guys. I mean, like, and also, I think this is the first time that I actually see all of you face to face at one time. I hope to see you guys soon in person. And really, I appreciate joining the party and, of course, setting up and mobilizing the party on the set level right now. Okay, so Sadik.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum and very good evening to everybody. I'm Sadik from Selangor, Kajang. Actually, I'm a graduate in civil engineer. I've got nearly about 30 years experience in constructions, developments, and so on. Currently, I'm actually a businessman and I own my own construction company. Also, the most important is, I'm a father to 3 of my children. And what else can I say?
How did you find out about us?
Yes. The idea of this formation is is fresh, is clean, is new. I mean to say there's no Dato or Tan Sri here, or is there? Ken, you don't have any title, huh?
I'm Tech Guru.
Okay. I mean, it does not matter who you are, old or young. You have experience or no experience. It does not matter whether you're a student or jobless or corporate leaders and all that. You can voice out. Your voice can be heard. Everything will be considered. It's something. An idea where we are quite, to say, a bit fed up with our current politicians. So there's something very, very new. So that this idea is what actually get me to to say interest in joining this group.
It's good to see you in a state level formation right now. Okay, so to the listeners, you can post your comments. We will ask them to our newly minted state branch leader. So let's go with the questions that's already been asked. So how do you want to do this? So you guys can speak together or take turns. I'll leave it. So number one, what are the upcoming activities that you have in the pipeline right now? And seeing that you guys are already going through your election and everything already, so once everything is done, what will be the first thing that you do, and what is the upcoming ones that we can look forward to, both from the BEP and also from the public, and also from the potential Selangor members? Who wants to take this?
Sadik, you wanna talk about your team, Sadik Kajang, doing the do that.
Actually, what to say? We haven't formed a committee yet. We have candidates. Actually, we are in the midst of running our election. It's supposed to be, completed by tomorrow. And nevertheless, I think we have about 9 candidates, 9 positions inside the committee, and there are about 12 candidates. Nevertheless, we have agreed among ourselves it should have something like a flat structure. There's only a name, chairman, and all these things, but all have to be, decided to get discussed together. So, we have did a very short time. We come up with the idea, what can we do now? Because of science, we want people in Selangor to know science from a good point of view. Hear our name from a good point of view. What can we do? Of course, the best thing we can do now is to contribute to the needy during these CNPO times. And personally, I've proposed to look at this orphanage, rumah anak-anak yatim, and also the old folks home, because I used to pay the visit to these homes, and they are somehow being neglected. They used to say they have a lot of fun coming on before all this CMCO, but now the people are difficult, and somehow there are a lot of other movement to help others. Bendera putih now have bendera hitam. I'm not sure what this. So we have identified a few of these orphanages and all that. Yes, indeed, they are in very dire need of funds, food stuff. So we have identified this, and we upon appointment of the committee members. I hope we can take some donation drives in how to assist these centers. That is our first thing that we have thought of. But the rest will come after the committee have taken their place.
Yeah, so far I think we've only identified which center we want to help. We know for sure Sadik's gotten their addresses and all that stuff. We only know we want to help them, but how yet we don't yet know how. But gathering volunteers and brainstorming ways to fundraise and all that is still under construction.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
So how can they follow your progress?
Okay. The progress, because there's only one day left. That is tomorrow. We will know the committee already. So once the committee is formed up, it will be just 1-2 days. Our plan will be more focused and more organized. And then from there on, they can actually know what's the progress. At the moment, the progress is actually, through Telegram group, we are actually just updating to our own members.
Okay.
Yeah, they can actually find out more on the social media. We'll update it quite often. Right now, basically, we're just sharing all the food bank locations that everyone is sharing. So from there, once we have our own stuff moving, we will also basically inform everybody through there, and we use that as our record book for everybody to see what is happening.
And we have to understand, during this PKPD, the movement is not easy for us to gather the charity staffs and all that. But I think we have to push some things through. We have to make some things happen. We see how the committee comes in and how things goes along.
So